What's up, guys? It's Khadija here with Nursekayexplains, and a question I often get when it comes to Nclex is what is the best resource guide when preparing for the Nclex? Now, of course, there's a lot of resources out there. You have UWorld, you have Archer, ATI, Saunders, ChatGPT, YouTube videos, a ton of things, right? But my recommended product that I recommend to all students preparing for Nclex is actually Kaplan. Yes, Kaplan. I do want to say that I am not being endorsed by Kaplan. I'm not an ambassador for Kaplan. Kaplan did not pay me to make this video. This is simply something that I know works, that I've seen work, that I utilize with several of my students. So when it comes to Kaplan, I believe that Kaplan has the best of both worlds. And it depends on what you really need. They have really great content. If you need to go over your content, they have a really great content guide, as well as a really great question bank. And of course, they have other resources like online quizzes, online tests. They have an actual online course prep, pharmacology, review guide, and things of that nature. Now, if you've seen my previous video, I talk a lot about doing practice questions, specifically if you are a recent new graduate and you are a first-time test taker. If you are a repeat test taker, if you're taking Nclex for the second, third, or fourth time, I do recommending you delve into your content. Whether you are a first-time test taker or a repeat test taker, everyone needs the Nclex Next Generation Prep. I have the link down below for this guide, but I'm going to go over what's in it and why I think it's very beneficial and useful for anyone that's taking Nclex for the first time, or if you are repeating the Nclex for a second or third time. And this goes for anyone that's taking the Nclex PN or Nclex RN. Now, be mindful when you are shopping for this online, if you do decide to grab this, that they look similar. So make sure you are purchasing the correct Nclex prep. I love this resource because the Nclex prep guide has in there the Kaplan decision tree, as well as like how to prioritize or practicing your test questions, because it's not just about, airway, breathing, circulation. There's also other strategies when taking the Nclex, like rewording the question, finding the STEM word, and things of that nature. And that's one of the reasons why I really love Kaplan, because they really go into that. They go over the framework of the Nclex, like how long does it take, things you can do to prepare. They go into the categories and what those categories entail. Unlike most resources where they give you the rationale, this resource guide also tells you the style of question in which they are giving you in their Q bank. When I say the style of question, I'm not talking about whether it's a fill in the blank or select all that apply. I'm talking about, is it an implementation question? Is it an analysis question? Is it an assessment question? Like, what is this question trying to grade you on? That's why I love this, because when you review and look at the things that you're getting wrong, you can look and say, aha, maybe it's analysis questions that I am having more difficulties with, and most people do. Or maybe it's, evaluation or assessment questions that you're having difficulties with, and that is more so where your focus need to be, those style of questions, and not necessarily the category that the questions are in. With this guide, it is a little bit thinner than the content review guide, because this book does not go over strictly content. Like I said, it more so focuses on the Nclex itself, what the Nclex is about, but it do briefly go over the different categories of Nclex, like health promotion and safety and things like that. In the beginning of the chapter, they'll go over like a brief summary of what that category entails and the things that Nclex is looking to test you on for that category. And towards the end of the chapter, it has a Q bank with questions strictly on that category. Okay, so it's very organized, very seamless in the way that they break everything down. The top reason why I love this guide is because it includes a mock Nclex exam. Now, of course, you need to utilize it the correct way, and this is just how I recommend it to students. You don't have to do it this way, but I always recommend that you look at the guide first. You want to read it from front to back, do the Q bank questions, remediate, and look at the questions that you got incorrectly. Is it the categories that you're getting wrong? Is it the style of question that you're getting incorrectly? Like, what is it? But also, 2 weeks before you take your actual Nclex exam, take your mock exam. Like I said, it's included. This is why I love it, because it actually gives you a mock Nclex exam. It's one of the things that I always suggest is to prep and take this mock exam as if you're taking the Nclex. So take 5 hours out of your day. Just put it in your head that you're going to set aside 5 hours, just like you would for the actual Nclex exam. Go somewhere quiet, go somewhere on your computer, and try to mimic the Nclex exam as much as possible and take this mock exam. It do give you feedback on, you know, what you got wrong, what you got right, so you can kind of pivot and go from there and, you know, adjust your study plan accordingly. And then also, this Kaplan product has a money-back guarantee. Now, of course, there are some, you know, things to go along with that, like you need to have your receipt, because they want to make sure that you're the one who actually bought the product. But there is a money-back guarantee, and I love that about Kaplan because they actually put their money where their mouth is when it comes to their products. The Nclex prep goes over specifically the strategies for Nclex. It breaks down the different categories of the Nclex, as well as have QBank and the mock exam. Now, the content review is strictly content, like it's a thicker book from front to back. Now, I will say, in my opinion, Kaplan, if you're like one of those visual learners and you like a lot of colors and pretty, you know, diagrams, this is not that, I will say, because Kaplan, though they have diagrams, tables, and things like that, it's not like very colorful and a lot of colors and things. But this content review guide is very thorough, very, very thorough. I do love that about the content review guide for Kaplan. And keep in mind, the Kaplan, they specialize in tests, not just Nclex, but also the MCAT and other different exams. So this company, has been around for a long time, and they specialize in trying to help people improve in passing these exams to become professionals. So this is like their business. I love Kaplan. I think that it's very thorough. I think that they provide a lot of different content and resources for nursing students and new graduates that a lot of other resources do not. Like, a lot of other resources may just have an extensive QBank, or they may just have, you know, like just a content review, or they may have a little bit of both. But I love that Kaplan has various different things. Now, I do suggest that you try to do the QBank, get the cheaper Nclex prep guide, and then, if, like I said, if you need additional resources, you need content, do the content. They do have a prep course. I believe that's like a little expensive. It's like $300 range. But if you feel like that's something you need, definitely go for it. Now, the Nclex prep course includes a lot of different things as well. A lot of online resources, an extensive QBank. You get hard copy books of things as well. So it is a great value considering that you do get other things along with it. However, most of you all do not need to review content because you're fresh out of nursing school, and that's pretty much what you spent your last semester reviewing content and going over things. Remember, nursing school is comprehensive. So all of this stuff, it should not be, you know, unfamiliar to you, so to speak. However, it depends on what you need. It depends on what you're going for. If you want to know more about the Oprah method, as well as how to prep for Nclex and make a study schedule and things like that, you can go to my video here where I talk about how to make a study schedule. I talk about remediating and how to go over the rationales, how to keep up with your notes, and how to prep for Nclex. Of course, comment down below if you have any specific questions, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.